You want a workout setup that actually fits into your life, something that's reliable, easy to live with day after day, and worth the money you spend, not just a gadget that looks cool on paper. The problem most of us hit is that we either end up with a bulky piece of equipment that takes over half the living room, or a cheap set of bands that break after a few weeks. That hesitation, wondering if you're about to waste cash on the wrong thing, is what makes any fitness purchase feel risky. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I started digging into home gym options, the first thing I asked myself was how much space I was really willing to dedicate. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, so a traditional rack or a set of dumbbells would have been a nightmare. At the same time, I'm not looking for a novelty that I'll use once a month and then forget. The AEKE K1 Smart Home Gym System, paired with its extender belt, promises a compact footprint while delivering a full-body workout, and it leans heavily on AI to guide you through each session. That's the kind of claim that caught my eye because it promises both convenience and a level of personalization you normally only get at a commercial gym. Let's talk about who actually benefits from a system like this. If you're a busy professional who can squeeze in a 20-minute session between meetings, or a parent who needs a safe, supervised workout for a teen at home, the AI Coach feature can be a real game-changer. The system learns your performance over time, nudges you when you're slacking, and suggests new exercises so you don't get stuck in a rut. That continuous guidance is valuable because it removes the guesswork that often leads to plateaus or, worse, injury. On the flip side, if you're a serious strength training athlete who lives for the feel of heavy plates and wants to max out on squat depth or deadlift numbers, this might not be the best fit. The resistance is generated by the belt and the motorized system, which, while adequate for general fitness and moderate strength work, can't replace the tactile feedback of a barbell loaded with iron. Also, if you already own a full-size home gym and are just looking for a smart add-on, the K1 may feel redundant. Now, onto the practical strengths that matter once you actually plug the unit in. The first thing I noticed was the setup time. The box comes with the main frame, the belt, a small control module, and a wall-mountable sensor that tracks your movement. You can unfold the frame, attach the belt, and have it ready for a workout in under 10 minutes. For someone who hates complicated assembly, that's a huge plus. The system is also genuinely portable. You can fold the frame and slide it into a closet when you're done, which is why it works in small apartments, dorm rooms, or even a garage office. The AI component does more than just count representatives. During a sample HIIT routine, the software recognized when my form started to drift and prompted a correction in real time, displaying a quick video overlay on the screen. That kind of immediate feedback can prevent the kind of shoulder strain you get when you do shoulder presses with bad posture. Over a few weeks, the system also adjusted the resistance automatically, nudging it up just enough to keep the effort level in the target growth zone. In real-world terms, I stopped having to manually change weight plates or guess whether I was pushing hard enough. The machine handled that for me. One hidden trade-off is the reliance on a stable internet connection. The AI Coach runs on cloud processing, so if your Wi-Fi drops mid-session, the guidance pauses and you lose the visual cue. In my experience, a brief hiccup doesn't ruin the workout, but it does break the flow, especially if you're in the middle of a circuit. If you live in an area with spotty internet, you'll want to consider a backup plan, maybe a pre-downloaded routine, or a simple timer. Another practical point is noise. The motor that drives the belt does generate a low hum when increasing resistance, which is noticeable if you're living in a shared space with thin walls. It's not deafening, but if you're doing late-night sessions in a studio apartment, you might want to add a rug or place the unit on a mat to dampen the sound. For most people, it's a minor inconvenience compared to the benefit of having a full-body system that doesn't require a separate set of dumbbells for each exercise. Battery life isn't a concern because the unit plugs into a standard outlet, but the control module does have a small internal battery for when you want to use it away from the wall. In my testing, the battery lasted a full day of intermittent use, which is plenty for most home gym scenarios. The only downside here is the extra charger cable that can get tangled with the belt when you're trying to roll it away.